Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Wednesday, February 8th. And if we look at the headlines, the colder conditions will move in here for a few days, and we expect maybe a few snow showers tonight into tomorrow. Tomorrow looks like it'd be pretty windy with winds gusting around 30 miles per hour and high temperatures only in the low 20s. So pretty cold day coming up for Thursday. And you can see down at the bottom here, I'll put these out there each day now, and you can see the extended outlook for the 6 to 10, the 8 to 14 day on temperatures will be near to above normal as we begin to see troughing develop across the eastern U.S. And then as far as precipitation, near to below normal expected over the next 6 to 10 and 8 to 14 day outlooks. And we won't talk about that much, but give you an opportunity to do a quick view on these each morning. If we look at the normals for the day, the normal high is 28, our normal low is 10. You can see 16 below zero back in 1934. And again, which is often the case during the winter, the record precipitation for a particular date, in this case 8/10 in 1903, also saw 8 inches of snow in the same year. If we look at the highest and lowest temperatures across the U.S. yesterday, 94 degrees at McAllen, Texas, and the cold spot, 28 degrees or 29 below zero at Clayton Lake, Maine. If we look at conditions around the MAC area yesterday, you can see 1.2 degrees above normal so far for the month of February, so pretty close to normal. And our temperatures yesterday in the 30s across the north, where we had some freezing rain early on, but again, most of the freezing rain, as we thought, stayed well to the north. Look at the temperatures down here in southeast lower Michigan, the warm spot, 55.8 degrees at Blissfield, 55.5 at Jasper. So Blissfield just ekes out the warmest temperature there. You can see the most precipitation, just under an inch at both Jasper and St. Thomas. Again, the heaviest precipitation fell across the south and eastern portions of the state, with lesser amounts as you headed to the north, but some of that became frozen. If we look at temperatures out there this morning, again, temperatures in the upper 20s to the low and mid 30s across the area. And if we look at the radar map out there this morning, you can see area of snow where there's snow advisories across much of the plain states into the southern Midwest and down into the Ohio Valley, where they expect about 1 to 3 inches of snow. You can see that snow coming out of Nebraska, heading towards places like Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and then sliding to the east-southeast across Indiana and Ohio. If we look at the weather map this morning, you can see the cold front now well off to our east, and we're in just a little bit of troughing area that could give us some snow, especially for later tonight. Low pressure system bringing some snow across the southern Ohio Valley here later today. And as we put the map into motion by tomorrow, that system will slide off to the east. Big snowstorm expected for some of the big cities, especially around the Boston area, possibly down to New York. Some of those areas could see 6 to 12 inches of snow, so a pretty significant storm for the East Coast. For us, again, just a few snow showers in and about the area. Our next weather maker will be a clipper type system that will be bringing some warm air advection snow, especially I think as we get into Friday night. If we look at the temperature or the 72-hour forecasted precipitation amounts, and again, that'll be for that system coming in with the snow showers for tonight, tomorrow, and then the clipper system for later on Friday to early Saturday. See many locations picking up around an inch or half inch or better, so we could see some measurable snowfall here as we get into the weekend. Probably a couple of inches, I think, is a possibility, especially though once you get off into the Northland, where they could see quite a bit more snow. And you can see the snowfall forecast again brings some of the 2-inch amounts right down towards the Saginaw Valley over into the thumb, so we'll keep an eye on that, see if that trend sinks a little bit farther south. Here's our snow streaking out of the plains into the Ohio Valley here today and tonight, and then again our big snowstorm for places like New York and Boston back towards Philadelphia. Again, pretty significant snow for them. And if we look at the weather watch this morning, you can see wind chill warnings up in the areas around North Dakota, surrounded by a large area of wind chill advisories. We got our winter weather advisories for a large area stretching into the southern Great Lakes and northern Ohio Valley. And then again, we have that winter storm warning off into the eastern areas from around Philadelphia, New York, Boston, and some of those locations. For us, though, it looks like fairly reasonably tranquil weather here, and we expect that temperatures will cool down for a few days before we begin to warm up later on next week. Thanks for stopping by and have yourself a great day, and 73s to all.